Have you ever wondered why some people seem to constantly grow, evolve, and succeed, while others stay stuck in the same place year after year? It's not always about talent, luck, or big leaps forward. Often, the real secret lies in something small, quiet, and almost invisible. A principle that originated in Japan, a philosophy that has transformed businesses, athletes, and even everyday people into their best selves. That principle is Kaizen, the art of continuous improvement. And here's the truth: you don't need massive change overnight. You don't need to turn your life upside down. What you need is one small step, consistently taken every single day. Because when you master Kaizen, you master the power of unstoppable growth. So if you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever wondered how to break free from stagnation, if you've ever wanted a proven way to become the best version of yourself, stay with me until the very end of this video, because what you're about to learn could change your entire perspective on success. Let's start with the basics. What is Kaizen? The word Kaizen comes from two Japanese words, Kai meaning change, Zen meaning good. Together, Kaizen literally means change for the better. But it's much more than a translation. Kaizen is a philosophy, a mindset, a way of living. It's about making small, incremental improvements over time that lead to extraordinary results. Think about it. A 1% improvement every day doesn't sound like much, but compounded over a year, that's not just 365% improvement. It multiplies into something exponential. Small improvements stack up, and before you know it, you've created transformation. Kaizen first became famous in Japan after World War II. Japanese industries needed to rebuild, but they didn't have the luxury of massive resources or radical overhauls. So they adopted Kaizen, continuous, incremental improvements in quality, processes, and efficiency. This mindset turned companies like Toyota into global leaders. But Kaizen didn't stay confined to factories and assembly lines. It became a life principle, something that individuals could apply to their careers, health, relationships, and personal growth. And that's where its true power lies. Kaizen is not just for businesses, it's for you. Imagine you want to get healthier. Most people set massive goals, lose 20 pounds in a month, run 10K in 2 weeks, or completely change their diet overnight. And then they quit. Why? Because big, sudden change is overwhelming. But Kaizen teaches us a different path. Instead of trying to run 10K tomorrow, you start by walking around the block today. Instead of cutting out every bad food, you replace just one snack with a healthier option. Instead of reading 50 books in a year, you start with 1 page per day. That's Kaizen, small steps, easy to start, impossible to quit. Over time, those small steps transform into habits. Habits build momentum. Momentum creates breakthroughs. Here's why Kaizen works. 1. It bypasses resistance. Your brain loves comfort. Big changes trigger fear and procrastination. Small changes feel safe, doable, and less scary. 2. It builds confidence. Each small success creates a sense of progress. Progress creates motivation. Motivation fuels the next step. 3. It creates momentum. Like a snowball rolling down a hill, small improvements gather size and speed until they become unstoppable. 4. It builds resilience. Because you're focused on tiny improvements, failure feels smaller and easier to recover from. Athletes use Kaizen by shaving off milliseconds in performance. That's how world records are broken. Writers use Kaizen by writing a single page every day. That's how books are finished. Students use Kaizen by studying a little each day instead of cramming. That's how knowledge is mastered. Entrepreneurs use Kaizen by tweaking and testing small changes in their business. That's how success compounds. Even personal habits can be transformed. Want better relationships? Try listening a little more each day. Want financial freedom? Save just a little today and increase it over time. So how do you use Kaizen in your own life? Here's a roadmap. 1. Identify one area for improvement. Don't try to change everything at once. Pick one thing: health, career, mindset, finances. 2. Start tiny. Ask yourself, what's the smallest possible step I can take? If it feels ridiculously easy, you're on the right track. 3. Repeat daily. Consistency is the fuel of Kaizen. Small daily actions matter more than occasional big efforts. 4. Measure progress. Keep track of your improvements, no matter how small. Progress breeds motivation. 5. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait for the finish line to celebrate. Every step forward is a victory. 6. Keep raising the bar. Once a small step becomes a habit, increase it just a little. Growth should feel natural, not forced. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a man who wanted to get fit, but he hated the gym. Every time he thought about working out, he felt overwhelmed. Then he discovered Kaizen. On day 1, his goal was simple. Just put on his running shoes. On day 2, he walked for 2 minutes. On day 3, he walked for 5 minutes. Within months, he was jogging daily. Within a year, he ran his first marathon. Not because of some massive change, but because of small, consistent steps. That's the power of Kaizen. Success is not built in one giant leap. It's built in thousands of small steps. One page turns into a book. One push-up turns into strength. $1 saved turns into wealth. One kind word turns into love. That's Kaizen, turning ordinary actions into extraordinary results. So now the question is, what's your first small step? It doesn't have to be big. In fact, it shouldn't be big. Maybe it's drinking 1 extra glass of water. Maybe it's writing 1 sentence. Maybe it's turning off your phone 5 minutes earlier tonight. Because here's the truth. Your future is hidden inside your small daily actions. Embrace Kaizen. Embrace continuous improvement. And watch how small changes create massive transformation. Remember, you don't need to take a giant leap today. You just need to take 1 small step forward and keep going. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs encouragement. And if you're ready to live by Kaizen, hit that subscribe button and join this journey of continuous growth. Your future self is waiting. Start today, start small, and never stop improving.